Welcome back, everyone. Today we need to talk about Roger Hirst, the Conservative Essex Police Fire and Crime Commissioner, and his recent comments on the LBC Radio regarding journalist Allison Pearson.
The 1986 Public Order Act defines this as a crime, and the maximum sentence, the normal measure of crime severity is on the maximum sentence. The maximum sentence is 7 years. That puts it up there well ahead of shoplifting. And actually ahead of most car theft.
That is inciting racial hatred, to be specific.
Exactly that, yes. We will have no two-tier policing in Essex. Everyone's equal under the law. And if there is a complaint made, then the police are duty-bound to investigate it.
A Tory Police, Fire and Crime Commissioner is threatening a journalist with 7 years prison. Looks like the witch hunt against Allison Pearson has ramped up and getting very serious. So let's unpack what's happened in more detail. At the heart of this saga is this picture, a group of policemen, 4 of them I think, posing for a picture with the supporters of a Pakistani political party. The flag they're holding has Pakistan Tehreek Insaf written on it. So it's not just a Pakistani flag, it's the flag of Pakistan Tehreek Insaf political party, also known as PTI. Allison Pearson then posted on her X account rebuking these officers for picking sides and standing with what she called Jew haters. A civil servant then reported her to the Essex Police and they set up a gold team to go after Allison Pearson. Now, I said in my previous video that with regard to PTI being Jew haters, even Mehdi Hassan, a staunch anti-Israel Al Jazeera journalist, has gone on the record stating that PTI have made anti-Semitic statements. But let's just say a little bit more about PTI. According to the article in The Diplomat, and you can find other articles as well, but it's just that I left the link to the Diplomat article in my last video. The PTI venerate bin Laden and regard him as a martyr. I mean, just on that point alone, is it appropriate for UK police officers to pose for a picture with supporters of a Pakistani political party that regard bin Laden as a martyr? Bin Laden, the biggest terrorist, the architect of 9/11, responsible for the deaths of 3,000 people in the Twin Tower terrorist attack. What would have happened to those police officers if they took a picture with Tommy Robinson? How long would they have lasted? But it's okay with supporters of a party that regards bin Laden as a martyr? That's okay? And a Tory Police Fire and Crime Commissioner doesn't ask any questions about the police posing that picture with supporters of PTI, but he threatens a Daily Telegraph journalist with 7 years in prison. Roger Hirst on LBC tried to champion the brown people, as he called them. Well, I have news for Roger Hirst. The PTI, apart from being anti-Semitic and anti-Christian, they've also persecuted the Ahmadiyya community in Pakistan. The Ahmadiyya are like the Baha'is in Iran. They're regarded by Muslim extremists as heretics and non-believers, and they've suffered terrible persecution. Lord Ahmad of Wimbledon is from the Ahmadiyya community, for example. Lord Ahmad is a successful businessman and a member of the House of Lords, and he was also the Minister for Middle East in the last Conservative government. Now, Lord Ahmad is able to be successful and climb the ladder here in the UK because, thank God, we don't persecute people in Britain for their religion. But if he was in Pakistan, he would suffer terribly, as they did when PTI was in power. This is just one incident as an example. This is like a headline from a news site with the PTI minister, Ali Muhammad Khan, boasting, "Our government took effective steps to counter the Qadianis." Qadianis is a derogatory name for the Ahmadiyya community. And he says, and he boasts, "We broke their neck." And Roger Hirst is okay with that. He was in fact due to, Roger Hirst was in fact due to hold the question and answer session, but apparently he shit himself from the backlash against his interview on LBC and cancelled the meeting. But finally, what does it say about the Conservative Party? I mean, did Kemi Badenoch come out and say anything against Roger Hirst's interview on the LBC? No. And that shows the Conservatives are still a waste of time. They may change their leaders, but the main body of the party officials The apparatchik are just wet and weak. They're the same as Labour, as Roger Hirst has clearly demonstrated it.